Saturday morning. Welcome to Deets, Beats, and Dancing Feet. This show is all about improving your DJ performances, making your couple's experiences a little bit more memorable, and maybe even making just a little bit more money. Hi, my name is Thomas Heath. Today's show really focuses on the drive to the event. What do you do? The way that you spend your time on the way to your events, immediately before your events, can have a very, very big impact on the success of the wedding and even the dance floor. I'll tell you a little bit more about this right after this. Hey, welcome back. So what do you do on the way to your events? What are you listening to when you're driving to your gigs? I used to listen to podcasts, and they were all basically DJ oriented, like your PhDJ podcast or any of the Creating Connections with Mitch and Vicky. But recently I was talking with my bass player in my jazz trio, and he said that what you listen to immediately before your gig, because that's, as a jazz musician, it's still a gig. What you listen to before the gig impacts what you do at the gig. And I thought, maybe I could switch this over to DJing. And why not, right? Because we're listening to music, if we have the ability anyways. We have the ability to listen to music on our drive to the event. So why wouldn't I listen to the music that I'm going to be playing at that event? It just seems logical. So I started creating a playlist, putting it on my phone, and playing it on the way to my weddings. That playlist being their must playlist. And any music that kind of goes along with that. There's two things that happen. Number one, you internalize that list. You become familiar with that list. And it also then gives you the chance and the opportunity in your head while you're driving, at least it does me, to think of songs that will go with that, or with those particular pieces of music. And that's the same logic in jazz performance. You're internalizing it. It's becoming part of your, I guess the best way to put it is, it's becoming part of your psyche right before the event. So I've got a little bit of a story that I can tell you about an event that we just did a few weeks ago, where doing this very thing before the wedding helped me to come up with better ways to mix music. Right after this.
DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
Welcome back. So, the story is, I was doing a wedding, and it was a big multicultural wedding. The bride was from Mexico, and the groom's family was from Poland. So I pulled up a lot of the Mexican traditional music that they wanted played, and I had that in my car while I was driving to the event. And listening to that, I realized that a lot of that music really would mix well with polka music. Your beer barrel polka, your Who Stole the Kishka. All of those polka favorites mixed really well with a lot of the traditional Mexican music that I was hearing, because I had it in the car, and I started to get that into my head, that this music, we can really do something with. And after the fact, they really mixed well. And again, it's a very similar thing during these traditional Mexican music. They're going around in a circle, and the polka is the same kind of a thing. They're going around in a circle to the song. So even that part of it seemed to blend and seemed to merge very well, and attributed a huge portion of the success of that dance floor and the success of that wedding to my listening to the music in advance directly before the event. I listened to all of the music that I'm not familiar with, of course, but listening to it immediately before the event truly helped me to get one of my favorite reviews of all time. This couple raved about how I brought both of their cultures together and made all of the people there feel welcome, and made them feel involved, and made them feel at home at that wedding reception, which is a big deal. So, you know what time it is. It's time for your action steps. I'll be right back. Action step number 1. Ask your couples, ask your clients what kind of music they really like to listen to. That is very important. It's vital to your success as a DJ to know what kind of music they like, because what kind of music they like typically translates into what kind of music their guests will like as well. Action step number 2, ask if there are any traditional or family songs that are played either at every wedding or are culturally important to that wedding. Something like a hora at a Jewish wedding or a tarantella at an Italian wedding are very important to them. And of course, action step number 3 is to create a playlist of that music. Put it on either your phone or a CD. There are those little silver discs that you put into a really thin slot. And create a playlist with those songs. And even, doing that with a Pandora, putting one or two of those songs in Pandora. Pandora has a very good algorithm of bringing songs that are like that song together, so that you'll have new things that you didn't think, hey, maybe that will work for my event. Maybe that will work for either their cocktail hour. Because always keep in mind that typically, at least for us, we're playing music for cocktail hour, we're playing music for dinner, and then of course we're playing music for the dancing portion of the reception. So any of those songs can be put into those places where they fit best. Always keep in mind, always be actively listening. That's my show for today. That's my show for today. Thanks for watching. I can't wait to see you again. I know it's been a while for our shows, but wedding season is very busy here for A+. So take it easy, and I'll see you next Tuesday.